Hey everyone, Richard from Digital Foundry here in Cologne for Gamescom 2017, and joining me for the trip, John Linneman, of course.
That's right, here in Germany.
So we came here looking for big stories. We came looking for Xbox One X in particular, and attended the Microsoft presser this morning. And well, we're still chasing the stories because they certainly weren't there. But one thing we did notice on our travels, which we kind of wanted to talk about sort of sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Kind of like, well, I guess it's a world exclusive in a way. We've not seen this title playable before. It was the Elder Scrolls Skyrim running on Nintendo Switch.
That's right. It was just there on the show floor.
It was just there, and we sort of saw the kind of the booth, and we thought maybe it's an advert, but then we saw there was a line, so we stood in the line, and we saw 4 dev kits, no, 3 retail units, what looked like retail units.
Yeah, they looked like retail units, but then like
probably
obvious
debug stations. And then there was an obvious dev kit, which was kind of like this sort of anonymous looking black box with a kind of tablet style screen at an angle on it.
Yep. So we played it in portable mode basically.
We did,
so
yeah.
Holding the system, got to check it out on the Switch itself. From what we could tell, I mean, it looked like it was running at native 720p of the screen. But I think most importantly, it was the performance.
Yeah, performance was excellent for, based on what we've seen of prior generation and indeed current generation versions of Skyrim. It was running, as you say, native 720p, locked 30 frames per second. And
now, that sounds a little bit silly in 2017 to say 720p 30, but when you think about that you're getting Skyrim on a portable system, and when you look at the frame rate compared to what you would have on last gen, like 360 and PS3, especially PS3, where there's lots of stuttering, hitching, what is it?
Rim lag.
Yeah, rim lag gate kind of thing. Where
the whole thing collapsed when you had like 60 hours on the clock.
Exactly. And even the PS4 and Xbox One versions, even though they're enhanced, they are still 30 frames per second. But here we saw we didn't do a lot, but it was completely locked. It was no stuttering, no hitching. Perfect frame pacing, very stable no matter where we ran. And
we had about 15 minutes of gameplay on that, and there was a lot of traversal, and on the last gen platforms that would cause hitching and stuttering as it's kind of bringing in new data. And combat, you did some combat?
Yep, did some light combat.
And that kind of went off without a hitch, literally.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Perfect.
I mean, it is kind of, when you're looking back at Skyrim, I mean, when you look at the Switch, it has more in common with the last gen in terms of GPU performance.
Sure.
Obviously, it's moved on, but not to the same level as PS4 and Xbox One.
Exactly.
Obviously, when you look back to the last gen, the Switch GPU, I mean, it is on another level, but in terms of the sort of the performance you're getting and the kind of visual feature set, it's of the same kind of generation. I think the big difference for Skyrim, though, is the fact that the Switch has 4 gigs of RAM.
Yes, I think you're right. It's the memory speed and the amount of memory that really makes a difference here, and that I think is what contributes to the smooth experience you have while exploring the world.
Definitely. Yeah, I mean, I was really impressed with it, and it's just the fact that you're getting Skyrim in a handheld form.
Exactly. Skyrim on a TV, maybe not so impressive in 2017.
Well, this is the thing, we were talking about that earlier. What would it look like
on a
docked?
TV? Right,
exactly. And it's kind of, well, if we go back to the original launch footage, the reveal, they actually showed Skyrim there, and it was looking pretty decent there.
Yeah, but it was kind of superimposed,
Yeah,
so
we don't know the extent.
We don't know how real that was.
It was looking a bit jerky, I thought, but the game that we played today,
much
locked
better.
30 frames per second, proper frame pacing. I mean, it's kind of, as you say, a bit crazy to get excited about a 720p 30 game, but I think the bottom line is that it's Skyrim and it's mobile and it's really nice.
Yeah, it seems like a great conversion.
Yeah, I mean, if we look back to the only other sort of portable experience you can have with Skyrim at the moment, you're looking at a gaming laptop, or you're looking at one of those Intel integrated graphics tablets.
Those things.
And this was on a completely different level. It felt like a decent console iteration of the game. And as you say, the PS4 and Xbox One versions are 30 frames per second as well. So yeah, in that sense, the feel of the game, it's pretty much exactly like the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One versions, and you can't really complain about that.
Absolutely not. It's pretty good.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a kind of surprise that came out of nowhere, and we were kind of sitting down wondering what to talk about today for day one of Gamescom, and this was kind of almost, I wouldn't say it's the highlight, but it was definitely a surprise that came out of nowhere.
Yeah, especially after being disappointed with the lack of Xbox One X stuff. It's like, we're just strolling around and see this, and it's a popular game, and having it in a mobile format, especially if for Nintendo fans that may not have played it, it's still a good game.
Yeah,
and it seems like a great version.
Yeah, unfortunately, no direct feed footage.
That's right.
We had to
hence the film footage you're seeing here.
Yeah, so this is why we're seeing this kind of over-the-shoulder stuff. The actual stipulations were that we have to show hands on console, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And we did.
And we did. There are hands, so enjoy.
Exactly.
Okay, so that is our kind of highlight of day one of Gamescom. Skyrim, fully mobile, on the Switch.
Yep.
We weren't expecting that. We were hoping for a Rise of the Tomb Raider on Xbox One X, Gears of War 4, something new and exciting.
Something else, yeah.
That we hadn't seen before, but we had.
All right.
But Skyrim on the Switch, world exclusive reveal, which we deeply appreciated and wanted to share with you. Okay, so we're going to leave it there. Please do like and subscribe if you want to see more Digital Foundry, but that's all from me and from John.
That's right.
So we'll see you soon.
Mm-hmm.